Hello, everybody. This is our interview with Mega Infinity. They're here to talk about their music project and I suppose specifically their EP that they put out earlier this year. So why don't y'all introduce yourselves and we'll go from there.
I'm Michi. I sing and I play the keyboard in Mega Infinity.
I'm Mike. I play guitar and then bass on recordings.
Awesome. So since this is your first interview here on Live Free DIY Hard, I would like to ask you the origin story of Mega Infinity.
So this band started in 2014, almost 10 years ago when my first band broke up. And my friend Andrew, who is Diclo's friend, came home from college and wanted to join my old band, and he was going to audition. And then my old band decided to break up and not tell me.
Oof.
So,
That's
yeah.
that's that's rough. That's what we call a dick move in the biz, I believe.
It really was. It was a very cowardly move on on their behalf. My original drummer, who was also the drummer of Mega Infinity, he came to tell me after like a week or so because I kept trying to schedule time to audition Andrew and yeah. So when that didn't happen, Andrew and I started getting together to write songs. And in 2018, Diglo officially joined the band.
Cool.
Yeah, I was playing like bass for them here and there
Yeah.
when they didn't have a bass player. And then I joined in 2018 guitar. I feel like the core of the band and the sound changed a lot. Yeah, it was a very different iteration of the band in that era.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's when we started to change our sound a bit.
Yeah, and then started to develop the sound that we know as a Mega Infinity now, you would say?
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Closer
Awesome.
to that.
So you put out an EP in what month was it? October, yes.
And 10.
Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about the process you guys went through for recording it and the kind of the DIY steps you take because you guys are pretty much a DIY band, correct?
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah.
We have help with our label, and we did a lot of help with the graphic design and stuff. But a lot of this one was done pretty DIY. I recorded the guitar, bass. I recorded pretty much everything right here in this room. Cool. At home, except for we did vocals and drums in a studio. And our
awesome.
producer is in a music studio, and then he mixed and mastered everything and made it sound a lot better. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this one was done more DIY than usual. Like the Rainbow Heartache, we did completely everything was done in a studio.
Okay.
This was only some of it was.
How do you prefer the recording of this album versus your other one?
I mean, personally, I kind of like going into a studio for everything more. But
okay.
It definitely saved a lot. It saves a lot of money doing it the way we did, and it did. The one thing is, it did. It challenged me a lot. I had to fill more of a producer role because I had to all the guitar amp tones and everything, and the synth sounds and stuff. I had to figure a lot of that stuff out on my own, as opposed to having somebody else there to guide me. I mean, Nick was able to really put a lot of finishing touches on it, but it was a lot more that I had to really rely on myself and like bet on myself as opposed to doing it with the help of another like a producer.
Yeah, that's right. So
in terms of that, I feel like he definitely helped. We needed him to cross the finish line for this one though, because awesome. I have no way to really record live drums or I mean, and I'm not as very good at recording vocals. Or not much. I'm not as good as he is. He's really good at working with Michelle. Getting really good takes and getting it to sound the way we really want.
Yeah, that's cool. Personally, my philosophy is DIY isn't a individualist type thing. It's a group effort a lot.
Yeah, so, definitely.
It's cool that you have the help of Ska Punk International. This is the label you released this one on, and a bunch of other people to kind of to help,
Yeah.
you know, meet the goal, cross the finish
Yeah,
line, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So now I want to talk about Dude Poisoning, because I think this is probably my favorite song off of the EP, and it deals with toxic masculinity, I would say, and it's not subtle, which I personally find really cool, because the type of person that really needs to hear the message of this song is the type of person that would so totally willfully misinterpret it if it was subtle.
Yeah, totally.
I agree with that.
So why don't you tell everybody like the story behind it and the messaging behind Dude Poisoning and your intentions?
So on our album Rainbow Heartache, we had a song called Mood Poisoning.
Mm-hmm.
And my friend Eichler's sent me a text message one day. He's like, I have an idea for LP2. How about you write about all of the men who are mean to you on the internet and call it Dude Poisoning? And so I was like, that's really great. I'm gonna pocket that idea. And so after Digalo wrote the instrumentals for the song in particular, then I kind of dived into a straightforward story of my time as a musician and men that I have worked with,
Mm-hmm.
men who have, commented on things on the internet or have seen
Mm-hmm.
us at shows or in other bands that were examples of toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
And then I contacted my friend Craig, who is Common Sense Kid, also on Ska Punk International. And I asked if he would be the voice of positive masculinity. He had a song he was working on that was pretty similar to that. I felt like, he's a father and that he would have something important to say about how men should role model behaviors for boys and for young women. And
Yep. Yeah, you there's a lyric that you sing in that I think is a really good positive take on masculinity, and that's the line, my pronouns are she and they, but I'm more than a man, then your love will be a man looks after his community. That's like a killer line in that song, and I really appreciate you writing, because it kind of
it's a fan favorite.
Yeah, it really sets up the whole like messaging, the positive message of the song about how people should be versus how people tend to be. And I think that that's an important part of getting the message out. It's one thing to say, this is how people are, it's bad. And then providing them with a path forward, a call to action, if you will, is like a really great part of the song. And I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I feel like that part in particular seems to be a favorite when people were initially like getting into the EP and reacting to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the first time we played that live, the audience started hooping and hollering.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. That was the first time we played. Everyone was like, "Ooh!"
Ooh.
Nice.
Everyone was like hollering.
It's an amazing line. Okay, I want to talk about the thing that surprised me most on the album, because typically when I listen to something for the first time, I just throw it on. I don't really read the track lists or anything to try to get a guess of what's going on. But the last song on the EP is a cover of an Alanis Morissette song, and I was extremely happy to when that popped on, because it is I'm a fan of Alanis, and I'm a fan of covers, specifically ska covers, but covers in general. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
I can't remember if it was like a year or two ago. My friend Keith, who plays drums in Public Serpents, tweeted Alanis Morissette, and I thought it was really funny. But I guess I kind of forgot that he said it. And one day I was like, oh, you know what's really funny? Alanis Morissette. And I tweeted it, and Like I got a lot of attention that day. People were saying all these other
Everyone was
puns
hooting and
of
hollering about
yeah, they're hooting and hollering about it.
it.
Everyone was saying all these different ska puns, and
Mm-hmm.
I then decided, oh, I'm gonna make that my username.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it fits the vibe of our music.
Yeah.
because it's a
And yeah,
vibe
and you
for
as a
music.
front person.
Um, yeah, I had gotten vocally compared to Alanis Morissette a few times, and I was like, I
I
could
can
see that.
see it. Yeah.
I take a lot of influence from her as a songwriter and as a performer. Um, and yeah, we thought it'd be fun to make it a ska track. Ska
Yeah.
Alanis Morissette. I was like, let's make it happen. Let's make it real.
Yeah, and I had really fun like digging into like the arrangement. I was like wanted to. The more I like thought about it, the more I'm like, oh, this would be a really good cover, like for Michelle's voice to really like make a meal
Mm-hmm.
out of it, and to really like dig into like the arrangement and like make it our own, like not like kind of
Yeah, not like it has
like a straight
parts that are
cover.
straightforward,
Yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
chorus
like,
is pretty straightforward for
but
the most
for the
part.
most part, we were like, let's make it our own song, and it'll be weird and different.
Yeah, I hope
It's
that's the way I like to approach covers.
yeah.
For the most part.
It's always nice when they're different, but still kind of pay homage to
Yeah,
the
exactly.
original. So it is a fantastic cover.
Thank you. Yeah,
for
it's one of my
sure.
favorite covers we've done. We've been when we play live, we've been putting it like early in the set, and it's been a very good part. It's been a very integral part of our live set recently because it gets people really hooked in.
Yeah.
It always goes over really well.
A lot of people at our shows are like between like 20 and 40. So most people remember hearing the song on the
Yeah,
radio and
I feel like
realize
most people know this song.
Yeah, it's a great
It's a
song.
classic.
and even if they are younger than
They've probably heard it somewhere.
they've heard it before. It's
Yeah,
a famous song.
it's pretty like it's pretty ingrained in pop culture to some degree.
Yeah.
Yes, it is awesome.
Popular rock song.
I was a huge fan back when it first came out, so definitely got me bopping.
Yeah, I thought I got into like Jagged Little Pill more so when Michelle was like showing it to me and like
Yeah, it's
got
my
like, more
favorite.
into her music afterwards. And yeah, she's a phenomenal artist.
For real.
We have like a greatest hits like 2 LP that we put on a lot.
Oh, nice.
I wish we had Jagged Little Pill, but we don't.
Yeah, surprisingly, I have yet to find that on our register.
Yeah.
I'll find it one day. But yeah,
Yeah.
we play.
Awesome. Okay, so let's move on to Mega Wednesdays. This Radio 717's kind of goal and purpose is community building and trying to build up a community around DIY music and showcasing DIY music in general. And you guys do, both of you do a thing on Wednesdays that you call Mega Wednesdays. And it kind of is the same vibe. So I'd like you guys to talk about it and
Yeah, sure.
and kind of pitch everybody about Mega Wednesdays.
So in April of 2020, or March of 2020, around the time the pandemic
We all
was
know what's
widespread.
going on
We had started live streaming. I had been wanting to do something that was like a regular, consistent occurrence for the band for its whole existence, but it was kind of like at that point we were forced to do something at home, and we had just gotten our own recording gear and laptop and such. So we started doing that every week, just the two of us. And then the summertime came and we were having a hard time getting people in to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were kind of just like, what are we going to do? How are we going to make this more interesting? And that's when we started bringing in guests, having guests come and we would interview them and they would, they would perform if they were able to. And just kind of keep moving with some like we'll do like a concert style where it's like 3 or 4 different performances and trying to include doing collaborative live streams like we did one with Ska Punk International.
Yeah, songs
for Songs for Moms. We had all the different artists that were on Songs for Moms and Songs for Dads. perform
Yeah,
or just come and talk.
Yeah,
so.
we premiered some of the tracks from it.
Yeah,
we did. We've been doing.
We did music video premieres.
Yeah,
too.
we did some music video premieres for a couple people.
Nice.
Recent one we did was Simple Minded Symphony.
That was fun. They had like a 10-minute music video that is kind of like, it kind of gives off like a labyrinth kind of vibe and has like puppets in it. And
cool.
Like, it's great.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think I've seen that one actually. So
yeah, Overcast.
Yeah,
so it's like a crazy production.
Yeah, it is. It's a pretty wild video.
Yeah.
I saw your Mega Wednesdays for the. Was it your LP, your EP release, or was it Power Ups that you did?
It was for
It was for our EP release. We had them on special guest.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
We had them talking with
They actually came in to cover for Simple Minded Symphony because
we
had
had them
an emergency
chatting.
and they couldn't come. So
yeah, we had them chatting with us for a little bit. Yeah, we did the same thing for Rainbow Heartache, but for this one we did we had like five different completely different artists from like all over the world. I thought that's one of the fun things about it. You can kind of pick and choose the lineup regardless of location.
Yep. And, I really enjoyed Common Sense Kids set for that one. It was really good.
Great job.
Yeah, he was his first time doing something like that for a stream. We wanted him to come on the stream for a while.
Yeah, we got to meet each other doing the first songs for Moms.
Nice.
And it was kind of like we had collaborated on, the remix and.
Yeah, he's on the EP. It felt very appropriate to have him as part of the release show.
Yes, it was a very cool set. I enjoyed it. I didn't get to catch the whole Mega Wednesdays because me and my wife do stuff Wednesday night, but it's what I saw was amazing, and I think it's really cool that you guys have that to showcase the community and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that's the fun part about it is you get to show people bands you like.
Yeah, trying to make it more about discovering music together.
Yeah.
It's fun also like, but I feel like when we play our sets for like those like big like stream concerts, like I almost kind of feel some of like the energy that I would feel like at a live show.
Yeah, you just see all the people in the chat. And
yeah, it's weird that you're not like it's just us in this room, but you still could kind of like feel it, and you still get really excited.
Yeah, we've done some stuff here on Radio 717 when the chat gets really going. It's pretty cool. So
yeah, and I mean, you could kind of feel everybody's still there, and also like being amidst all the other different sets. We're doing one tonight. I guess when it airs, it will have happened already. But...
It will be in the past, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, we have a bunch of like a holiday special where we have like a bunch of different bands playing. We have Buena Suerte, who's all the way from Costa Rica. Take Today, Band Mary, Devin K, who's also a really good Twitch streamer.
Yes,
who there's another great band we love.
Yeah, and then we have a block of music videos at the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like after like seeing everybody, it gets you more excited to play.
Yeah. Definitely. All right, so what we do here, since we're going to start wrapping up the interview, is I have y'all pick a song out of your discography that you want to play the interview out to. So it can be off of your newest EP or out of your back catalog, if you will. It's anything you would prefer, really.
Maybe go with Look Alive. I don't know. We were talking about SMS.
We were also talking about Common Sense Kid.
Oh, maybe we'll do Dude Poisoning because we were talking about that one.
Okay, well, it is a favorite of mine, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We'll do that one.
Awesome. We have now, this is the part where I turn the floor over to you and you shout out projects that you're working on or projects that you think people need to get eyes on from other people, and tell everyone where they can find you.
So you could find us on twitch.tv/Mega Wednesday or Mega Fam, FAM Infinity on social media.
Yeah, across Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. It's all that.
Yeah. Definitely gonna shout out our label mates at Ska Punk International. I really like what my gosh, my brain just like totally blanked out on what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'll just definitely a shout out to all our all our label mates. it was a really good year for SPI.
Yeah, they put out like 10 records this year.
All the albums are phenomenal.
Yeah, we had 10 releases this last year.
Yeah,
all bangers. I can't think
if
of
you're
one
listening and you've missed any of
to.
them, just go through everything that they've released. Everything is great. Poindexter, SMS, Indica and Decay, Common Sense Kid, all our friends, Power Up. I guess I'll also shout out we're doing a in late July, not July. When I say July, late January. It was just J months. In late January, we're doing a double record release show weekender with Power Up. We'll be playing in Massachusetts on the 26th at the Marigold Theater in East Hampton. That's going to be their area. They'll be headlining. Well, that show has Expository, the Green Street Fiends, and Double Star. I think I got it right. And then we're playing our hometown record release show, like our in Massapequa here on Long Island.
Awesome.
We'll be headlining, and with Power Up, and then
the Best of the Worst.
Yeah, we have the Best of the Worst coming from Jersey.
They're such a great band. It's going to be a killer show.
They're fucking amazing. They're definitely a big influence on us in terms of like the heavier leaning ska stuff we do.
Yeah.
And then we got Eric Dano, who also put out a really sick ska album, also spooky ska album around October. Then we have our friends, The Going Rate. They're a great like theatrical kind of ska band right from Long Island.
Yeah, nice. And our drummer plays with them. So, I was gonna shout out Totally Real Records, who are also based here in New York.
Nice.
But they have Pacing and Onesie. And the whole roster, but that Pacing album, Real Poetry, is always about plants and birds and trees, the animals, milk and honey, breathing in the pink. But Real Life is behind the screen.
The whole thing.
Definitely one of my favorite albums of 2023.
Yeah, that one's great. It's very beautiful. Great songwriting on that one.
Nice.
Yeah, they're great.
Awesome. I'm taking notes because these are some bands I haven't heard of, so please check them out.
Yeah, it's like very like kind of very quirky and also very like intelligent and interesting lyrically.
Like you're selling me. Checking all my boxes.
Acoustic kind of, not all acoustic, but it's very, very minimalist kind of arrangements.
Very funny, cutting lyrics.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, I've been fudging around with my my album of the year list, trying to figure out where stuff goes.
Yeah, mine's coming out soon, so maybe.
I usually wait till like the very, very, very end of the year to do it.
Yeah,
to like finalize it.
I also want to mention Bond Breaker from Austin, Texas. They put an album called Exile, and they're just a really good metal band.
Oh, nice.
Metal hardcore.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do one more. As we just had on Mega, since we were talking about Mega Wednesday, we just had Will from Full Blown Meltdown. He put out an album called Mollify, and that's like very, very high up in my album of the year list. It's fucking amazing, especially if your fans are like more like really heavy and like bombastic, like theatrical kind of.
Yeah, kind of like Say Anything.
Yeah, safe. It's like I'd say like Say Anything's face.
Pop.
That sort of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get our interview with him transcribed, so people can read it on our website.
Nice.
Well, by the time this goes up, that's where you could find it at Mega Infinity.
Yeah, maybe we'll just post the video or something.
Yeah.
Easier.
For real. All right. Well, unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap up. So I'd like to thank you both for coming and being so patient with me, because the audience does not know, but this took a minute to work out. So y'all were really great, and I really appreciate you coming back and talking with me again.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much.
Bandmates said I wasn't hot enough, and when I turned 30 I should just give up. On my pic, some dude commented she's ugly and fat. They photoshopped my mic into some dude's shot. Fighting keyboard warriors out of my head. Couldn't be musicians not trying to take me to bed. At the show he talks to me till he meets my partner. These fuckboys don't know that I'm so much smarter. Under his breath he calls me a bitch. And in my head I'm swinging my fist. I got two poison in, yeah these dudes make me sick. But the cure is to know my band is better than his. Under his breath he calls me a bitch. I smile and laugh cause it is what it is. I got two poison in, yeah these dudes make me sick. But the cure is to know that he's gonna get this. I keep on blaming my failures on looks, while the worst of the dudes just keep getting booked. I'm not perfect, but I got my own power. The others, they feel it together with louder. My pronouns are they and she, but I'm more of a man than he'll ever be. A man looks out for his community. These are my people, this is my family. Under his breath, he calls me a bitch. And in my head, I'm swinging my fist. I got two poison in, yeah, these dudes make me sick. But the cure is to know my friends are better than his.
So sick of trying to counteract these lads who attention is vying. Disinflate your ego when you pop out your chest cause the album says so. From others you borrow, regurgitate the words because your life's so hollow. Masculinity is not defined by the toxic traits of your so-called role models. But keep up cause here's the thing between nature and nurture. The needle already swings these days. Social media has come a disease, and when the apples start falling too close to the trees, you use that example to stop the rot because you want bad apple will spoil the lot. You want to put me down and take your best shot, but brace yourself, here comes the drop.